take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Jim Rohn. Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another amazing episode of the Game Changers podcast. My name is Quinn, and it's a pleasure and privilege to have you here with me, as usual. My next guest is a beast in the fitness industry. He had his own struggles with fitness and now is teaching others to overcome their struggles. His name is LaMont Justin, and it's my privilege and pleasure, as usual, to introduce him to you. Now, I know many of you are looking forward to the announcement that we have today for the giveaway, but I didn't get quite enough feedback to have this announcement. So, if anything, I may extend the date, but I will let you guys know in the future. Anyhow, happy listening. Hey Monty, how you doing, man?
What's up, bro? I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great, bro. Happy to have you on. You know,
Happy to be here.
just looking at your journey, knowing you as I do know you, I've been meaning to have you on for a while now. And plus, people have suggested that I have you on as well. So I'm so happy to have you, man.
I'm happy. I'm here by popular demand.
Definitely. Okay, bro. So, I know you. We went to secondary school together. But my viewers might not know who you are. So tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am LaMont Justin. I'm originally from Mikud. Spent most of my life down there. Then I moved to the north for secondary school when I went to SC Academy. Spent 5 years there. Was all my life into sports, into running around, into this. I was always a big kid. I would say I was obese at that time, but I was never your typical obese kid who would just stay and sit down and watch people play and stuff like that. No, I was involved in everything to the point where I wanted to compete in everything like cricket and football against guys who I knew were much fitter than me and more athletic than me, but I still wanted to just try it myself because I didn't make my weight an issue when it came to like being active. So, yeah,
Nice.
that's me.
Nice. Now, I'm not sure if you tapped exactly into what you do for a living currently. So let's expand on a little bit exactly what you do for a living.
So right now, I am a fitness slash personal trainer at NBG Gym, Nothing But Gains Gym. So I had my own struggles with my fitness and my health, my weight, and I achieved my goals. I surpassed my goals, and now I'm just helping others to achieve their goals as well, whether it comes to fitness or their weight goals, physical goals. Then yeah, that's basically what I do for a living.
Great. I like that. Now, we spoke a little bit earlier on. Well, you mentioned that you were a big kid. You were a obese kid growing up.
Yeah.
Now, all the time that I know you, in fact, I knew a little bit when you were going to Monty and then at SD Academy. And all the time that I knew you, you were, that big kid. But now you look totally different. What prompted that change? How do you change your lifestyle?
Well, my lifestyle change came really through meeting the right people, being
Okay.
at the right places at the right time. So it basically started when I was in medical school. Now, studying to be a doctor, I was over 300 pounds. And
Wow.
I thought to myself, who would want a doctor at that weight telling them not to do this and not to do that, and
Right.
that isn't good
Makes
for your
sense.
health? And when I look like the poster boy of unhealthiness, so I decided that I had to go find a trainer, get some help, which I did. And I lost 100 pounds in 4 months with one trainer. And then I went back to medical school. Now, medical school was the canteen over there was terrible. It was literally all fried. I'm not even fried. I would say deep fried. Everything from bakes to sometimes I swear I would joke and say the pizza was deep fried too because
Wow.
you would take it and get it in like this paper and it would just like tear through the paper because it was so like soggy. And so I went back to medical school and then I gained all the weight back and more. So then I decided that I should take a break from school in total and just focus on my fitness and my wellness. So then I traveled around, went to the States, went to St. Vincent. When I did St. Vincent is when I found a trainer called Keon Constance, and like he really started the molding of my mind into fitness, into making it a lifestyle. So he was the first person that really shaped my mind into going into a fitness lifestyle. And then later on, I had when I went to the States, I trained with a cousin of mine, and he also put me on that path. And then eventually, I stopped training with trainers, and I decided that I would do this on my own because I've did this before. I've been training with trainers since I was about 12 years old. So I've been
Hmm.
in this lifestyle my whole life, well, majority of my life. So um, when I started doing it on my own, I realized that weight training helped me lose weight faster than anything else that I ever did.
Right.
So I just continued to do my own weight training. I studied on my own. I tried to make my own workout plans, my own routines based on the information I would get online, which would be the most effective for this, which would be the most effective for that. And then, so basically in 2021, I decided that at the end of the year, for my birthday in December, that I would be a totally different person. And then that's what I did. So I just worked the whole year on myself, 5, 6 days a week working out on a diet, but not a strict diet. Use carb blockers, use digestive enzymes. And then
Hmm.
at the end of it, I achieved my goal and then I just continued it and then worked on it to make it a lifestyle and a business for me. So.
That's amazing, bro. I'm seeing also the importance of people in your journey, because you say that you had a goal for yourself, but you still needed the help of people to help you get to that goal. Speak to the importance of having good people around you.
Well, that's one of the most important things. So people think that, oh, I need to be a loner to do this, so I could do this all on my own when you don't have to and there's no need to. I
Hmm.
know it's difficult to find some people that you can trust and people that you can look up to based on how they live their lives. But I would say honestly, you sometimes in life, the energy that you put out is what you attract. So if you're a minded person who's into business and focus on developing yourself, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever. Whenever you're looking to better yourself, people who are along that same wavelength will gravitate towards you. So, because I used to see that I was lucky by the people I met and this and that, but no, because I put myself in those situations to meet those
Right.
people. I went to the gym. I went to so it's all about how you live your life and what energies you put out. So well, there's no need to go out looking for the right people. If you're acting and moving in a way that you're trying to uplift yourself, you will find people along that same path as you, and then you will just mesh and click together. So there really is an importance in meeting the right people
Beautiful.
to grow in life.
I like that. Now, okay, so your journey is an amazing journey, but like you said, there are many people out there who are struggling to find that healthy lifestyle. Why do you think people struggle to find that and live that healthy lifestyle?
Well, there's many factors.
Okay.
So one is the environment they were born into. So if you're born into an environment where people are not trying to better themselves, where they don't try to fix solutions, they just when there's a problem, they just roll along and say like, oh, everybody has problems, you just have to live with it, this and that. No, you don't have to live with it. You can fix those problems. It doesn't matter if those problems can be fixed now, later, those problems can be fixed. So one thing people might not have is patience, patience to be on that journey, patience to achieve the results that they want. People might want it in a small amount of time, and if they realize that it takes too much hard work and they can't get in that small amount of time, they will quit. Some other people they can and they want to live that lifestyle, but they probably
Mm-hmm.
don't have the means to afford that lifestyle, like to maybe get a membership every month or a personal
Right.
trainer every month and to buy the right groceries and the right stuff to eat well and have a good diet. So there's a lot of factors that play into it, but there's when there is factors, there's also ways to get around those factors. So
Mm-hmm.
people say, "Oh, I can't afford a gym membership." Then there's a simple solution. You can't afford a membership, but you can afford some type of equipment. Probably go by
Right.
SNS or order online, get a couple kettlebells, couple dumbbells, and follow along this YouTube. YouTube is free, and YouTube has a vast amount of videos, vast amount of information. There's people dedicated to posting daily workouts and just home workouts every day, so you can follow along with that every day for a year. See how that takes you. There's a lot of stuff that you can do. You can afford to eat rice and salmon every night. That's okay. You can start off with tuna fish. You can there's other options that doesn't have to be what you see online. You could always substitute. So you can always make a way when you want to. So that's really what you have to do against the factors that are against you basically. So
Right.
yeah.
I like that. And I'm hearing that you're saying that, if you really want it, you'll find a way to get it. Right?
Yep.
Absolutely. Hey, game changers. Podcasting is such a unique platform to help connect with such amazing people from all over the world and, build an amazing audience. But I know many of you are really wondering, how do I get started? How do I get my episodes and my story out on all major streaming platforms? Well, I'm glad you asked. Buzzsprout is the answer to all your podcasting problems. We use Buzzsprout as a distribution hub, and we couldn't help share it with you. If you click the link in the description, you can get started today. Even better, because you're my friend, if you sign up via my link, you'll get $20 worth of credit, so you can use as you please. So what you waiting for? Click the link in the description down below to get started today. Kids Health Creative, a publishing house encouraging children ages 4 to 12 to live healthy lifestyles, all while having good, clean fun. Get the latest book, Be Smart, at 10% off when you use promo code QuinnST at checkout. That's QUINNST at checkout. Get yours today. Hello everybody, I hope you're enjoying the episode. This episode was made possible through a platform called Riverside FM. It's a platform that I've grown to love, and it really does justice to creators. Unlike Zoom or other platforms, it records content locally and then uploads it to the cloud, so you have a seamless video. If you are a creator and looking to get into this space, this is the platform for you. Click the link down below to get started today. Okay, so we spoke about your weight loss journey. Now, a while ago, you also mentioned that you own a gym. Now, I know that your gym is a particularly interesting gym. It's a 24-hour gym. Tell me a little bit about that business model.
Okay, so basically I got the idea when I traveled to the States and I stayed at this hotel And then the hotel had this built-in gym, and then so every person with a key card for their room could also use that same key card for the gym's door.
Okay.
So I went in there and I worked out and I took a couple of videos, a couple of pictures, and I posted it to my stories and stuff. And people were like, "Oh wow, that's really cool! I like this gym looks nice." And it was just a really cozy, tiny gym, but it had a whole set of effective equipment, and then it was air conditioned, and it was just
Mm-hmm.
really a nice space. And then I saw so much people had interest in it. I was like, I wonder how that same thing would fare down here in St. Lucia. So I really just, from the time I came back from the States, I was just thinking about how to implement this. I looked at container gyms. I've seen this online happen in
Mm-hmm.
the Philippines and Asia right now, where they make gyms in like containers and stuff.
Okay.
All type of options. But then I got a really perfect spot, and then that spot was just ideal. I realized it was easy to be accessible for
Mm-hmm.
24-hour accessibility,
Mm-hmm.
and also just it was prime location for people to see and people to just come through and easy parking and all this kind of stuff. So I was blessed to find this location, and then I just implemented that same idea, that same like design from that hotel gym to here.
Okay.
Put the right equipment in. I really wanted the colors to be really nice colors that match with each other, but also that when you're inside the room, you feel like you're in your own world, your own space, basically. So I came up with the
Right.
colors of black and red. And then, if you've ever been inside the gym or seen the gym's Instagram, you can see that inside the walls there are painted kettlebells and dumbbells and long bars all around the gym, just as a little design in red.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like that. I like that idea. I just came up with it and I was like, I want to implement it there as well, and then did that. So I would just wanted a gym that could be 24-hour accessible, and also I could train my clients because I usually was training clients at their houses or hotels and stuff. So I really wanted a place to train my own clients and then to also allow outside trainers to come train the clients as well.
Right. That's beautiful. And I'm seeing that you're really looking at convenient because people are busy, right? And sometimes they find it difficult to fit working out in their schedule. But with a concept that is a 24 hours or 24 hours fitness space, they can go when they're ready or available. So I really like that. Absolutely. Okay,
Yeah.
so we spoke about your journey, we spoke about your business. But tell me, Monty, what does it truly take for somebody to transform their life? What does it truly take?
Well, firstly, it takes time.
Okay.
Nothing happens instantly. Nothing happens quickly that is real rewarding. Like everything that is really rewarding takes time.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing comes easy. No matter how people tell you, "Oh, I did this like this." No, no, no. Trust me, nothing comes easy. Everything takes hard work. So what it takes for you to be successful is for you to be strong-minded. You have to be strong-minded and actually know that you can think that you can do it. Think that you this is something that is capable of you. Don't think that, oh, this is an idea, this is just an idea and I can't do it. It's just something I thought of. No, if it's something that you really want to and you can sit down and visualize it, go for it. No matter how many steps it takes, baby steps, giant steps, just follow along with your plan, follow along with your goal, and when you get there, that will be the best feeling you ever had in your life. The best, I maintain that the best feeling you can feel in life is achieving a goal. Because
Absolutely.
something that is set in your head that becomes reality, where it's tangible, you can see it in your face.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't, I'm not a woman, so I don't know the joy of actually just childbirth and having your
Right,
child for
right.
the first time. But as a man, it really feels like having your first child, like just feeling like, wow, I did this. Like I made this, I made this possible. So yeah, it's really the best feeling ever.
Absolutely. So I'm hearing that, mindset really matters and also takes time. So be patient. I love that.
That's
That's great advice. Okay, so we're moving on to my personal favorite segment in a Game Changers interview is a quick hitter segment. So the next 3 questions will be rapid fire questions. So give me the first answer that comes to your head. All right? You ready?
ready.
Great. So the first question is, what music do you like to listen to?
Rap.
Okay, good. That makes sense, for the motivation in the gym. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, next question. What is the best advice you've ever gotten?
Never give up. It's
Great.
cliche, but it's true. Never give up.
Never give up. Brilliant. And my final rapid fire question. Who would you like to see on this podcast? Who would you like to see at Game Changers?
It's human. Innovate.
Okay. All right. Yes. I've actually contacted him. So hopefully he'll be here soon. But yes, I've already spoken to him. Great name. Great
Good,
name.
good, good.
I like that. Okay. So we're moving on to the back end of the interview. Monty, so we spoke about your journey and we spoke about what it takes to get there. But let's get a little bit more practical. Give me some healthy decisions that people can make today that can transform their life.
Well, one, try to sleep for at least 6 hours a day, minimum 6 hours. Two, try to drink as much water as possible throughout the day. Whenever you feel for drinking something sweet, or whenever you feel hungry, even though you just ate, substitute that feeling and drink water. Okay. Three, try to work out at least, oh, not work out, but any form of physical activity 3 times a week at least. And four, I would say my personal favorite is limit your carbs to few or zero throughout the week. And on the weekend, you can split a little and have a little carbs. But throughout the week, try to cut that carb count to zero. Yeah.
Absolutely. Great advice. I'm trying to get back into the gym more consistently. So I'm taking that advice 100%. Okay. So how can people get in contact with you? People are looking at this clip and they want to join your gym or they just want to have a conversation with you because they're inspired by you. How can people get in contact with you?
They could contact us on Instagram at our handle is nothing without the G underscore but underscore gains with a Z at the end underscore gym. Or they could call or WhatsApp us on 461 6051.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
And we'll leave the links to your Instagram down below. So, it's easy access for my viewers and my listeners. Right?
no problem. No problem.
Okay. So, a young person is looking at this and either wants to get into business or wants to start their fitness journey. What advice would you have for them?
My advice would be find mentors. Find somebody that has done it before, whether it means business wise or weight wise, and then ask them questions. Always, if you have an issue with something, if you want to start, just ask them basically how they started. And if they don't have the answers, ask them if they know somebody who else you could speak to. Like just finding ways to network the right people. So that would be the first thing I would say is to find a mentor. So find somebody who has done it, somebody who has been successful at whatever you're trying to do, and not just mimic them, but be yourself at the same time as following the footsteps. So that would be my advice.
Lovely. So, find a muse, Find somebody that you can follow.
Difficult.
Beautiful.
Yes.
You know, and I always see successful people are people who emulate other successful people. Would you agree with that?
That's 100%. That is true.
Beautiful. You know, it's not such a bad thing to copy, you know, good things. So copy the good things in others, apply it to your life, and hopefully it works for you. Beautiful.
It should work. It should work.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. So I'm going to the last two questions. What would you like to see Nothing But Gains in 5 years?
Well, even before 5 years, I'm
Oh,
planning before the year ends to expand next door to actually not just be a private gym, but it would be like a semi-private gym where we would allow members to have memberships where it would be a much bigger space with much more machines in an AC room with showers, toilets. Because one of the main issues with the private gym is there's toilets but no showers because no space.
ah,
And people say that they want to wake up before work, but they don't have a place to shower. So we're going to accommodate for them as well. And then in the 5 year scheme, just to have multiple of these 24/7 gyms around St. Lucia. So some in the south, some in the north. So that's the goal.
lovely. And I look forward to that. You know, whenever somebody says that they have a goal on my podcast, I always pitch them. When you hit that goal, maybe we can do a part 2 of this interview to see your progress
No problem.
and you know, to tell that part of the journey. So you told your part of the journey up till here, and then we'll hear the other part of the journey. I love that.
No problem. I'm willing. I'm willing. Ready.
Absolutely. We look forward to that. All right, bro. So we've basically come to the end. Is there anything that you want to plug just before we close off?
I'll just plug my friend's clothing line. I just said his name a while ago. ACU with Innovate in Ocean. I'll plug the merch. Plug the gym as well. I don't really need to plug my profile. I don't really care about
Right.
my followers. I just really want the gym. Oh, I can plug my LJ Enterprise because that's why I got my carb blockers and my digestive enzymes, and there's all other stuff over there. So LJ Enterprise, I'll plug that in, and yeah, that's
Absolutely.
about it.
And even that, you can leave the links to these things in the description down below. So again,
No
easy
problem.
access to everything that you need. Bro, I just thank you
No
so
problem.
much for coming on. You know, I know you are a very busy man. You know, so taking time out of your schedule to speak to me on such an important topic means the world to me. I want to tell you that you
It's no
inspire
problem, man.
me, and I want you to continue being you and continue to inspire people.
No problem, bro. I'll try my best.
Absolutely.
And thank you.
Definitely. Okay, guys. This has been yet another Game Changers episode. And to thank you for coming on. Remember to like and subscribe. Also, follow us on Spotify. Follow us on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a couple of ratings. That really helps the podcast. Really helps the channel as well. Thank you for all you do. And as usual, stay hungry. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.